for taking time out of your busy schedule to speak with me and us, the BJJ Addicts. So thank you very much, Jorge Britto. Professor.
More than welcome. No, more than welcome. Is a big pleasure for me to help Jiu-Jitsu. As I told you, everyone who loves Jiu-Jitsu is sharing a feeling with me, and then I'm more than a pleasure to help and to share this love with people.
Can we start right off the top? How did you get into it? Where was it? And can you explain the feeling you had the first time you stepped on these mats?
I started Jiu-Jitsu like when I was really young. Because, in Rio de Janeiro was a big figure, Royce Grace, Rio de Janeiro, everybody trained Jiu-Jitsu. I never looked at this like, okay, this is going to be my life. Never watched like, I have to train this. The thing was, everyone was training in my neighborhood, and we used to play soccer like after school. And everybody was in the gym training. And then we started to have less soccer, and I'm like, man, I need to go there just to be with the boys. And then I started to train. And when you start to train Jiu-Jitsu, and you just fall in love, It's the sports, the lifestyle, and since then I never stopped. And when I first step on the mat, I just feel like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
But when I finished the session, it was like, I'm in the right spot. That's what I have to do.
Nice. And what degree black belt are you? And who is it under?
Okay, I'm a second stripe Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. I'm under like Royler Grace, Saul Ribeiro, and Israel. I came from Grace Jujuca. It's one of affiliation from Grace to Maitá in Rio de Janeiro. And at my time, the head instructors was like Vinicius Zaeta and Saul Ribeiro. So I grew up in that academy, training and learning Jiu-Jitsu from those people, alongside Royler, always watching out the gym and coming there, and obviously helping us to train and train with us for all the competitions. Because Gracie Tijuca was at the time was training Jiu-Jitsu, one of the biggest affiliation, and pretty much the whole competition team trains there. So I was blessed to grow with all those guys around me, training hard and teaching. So that's how I started.
Being affiliated with Saulo Ribeiro, what does that do for Toronto BJJ, and what does that do for yourself as an active competitor?
For me, it's a big honor to represent Saulo, because when he gives you that mission, to keep his legacy and his name and his jiu-jitsu, I feel a big honor to be one of those, to be chosen to be under that flag. And that represents we bring like a high level of jiu-jitsu to the gym, not just because I'm trying to take it out from me, because I just copy what the good guys do. I think to learn from Saulo, like I learned the whole life, was amazing, because there's a lot of things on the lifestyle and we can add, and he is one of the guys with the most strong minds and intelligent minds I ever saw in jiu-jitsu. I think we can take advantage of that knowledge that I just absorbed, and today I pass along to him.
So if someone was in another position and wants to strive to get to your position, is that something you would give advice on to be able to perform that? Is that a blueprint? Do they just listen to the instructors and do as they do?
Yeah, it's easy when you're talking about good instructors, all right? I believe there's a lot of good people out there. Today the sport grew a lot, and there's a lot. We can count, it's countless number of good professors, good competitors, and the most important thing is listen to the masters. And one of the masters you have more access is like the whole biography of Hélio Gracie and Carlos Gracie. I think if you listen to a lot of things those guys say, you're always gonna have a sharp jiu-jitsu. And then when I say sharp jiu-jitsu, I don't mean just come here, sweep someone, go in a competition, take the gold medal, but it's the way you live your life. Using the lifestyle, taking advantage of that mindset jiu-jitsu gives to you.
Nice. going into the ADCCs this year, how was your confidence level after winning the trials in Europe?
Oh, I felt great. You know, like I feel really happy to win the European trials. Was a tough tournament. Like was 6 fights. You know, and I came pretty confident to the main event. You know, I didn't have the performance that I wanted. You know, but so far was a tough year for me last year. Not giving an excuse, even because I competed against Murilo Santana. He got third place in absolute, losing just for he did change in the same fight. He did a great tournament, you know. But anyways, not excuse again. Is sometimes you compete well, sometimes you don't compete the way you want. And last year it was like a year that I want to forget. You know, I think maybe because I put a lot of effort on my coaching and my training and my teaching here at the gym to help my students to get to another level. Such a thing that I achieved, and I'm very happy with the results. Let's see if this year I can change the things a little bit, compete against Europe, and try to get in the ADCC in 2013 and make a better job.
Nice. Someone getting into the sport on the fence, what is something that you can tell them the benefits that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu can give you?
Yeah, like beside the whole aspect of the training of the sport for his own, you're gonna get healthier, you're gonna lose some weight, you're gonna do some good workout. But I think the major thing in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the philosophy around, you know, is the things that you're gonna learn, and it's gonna be your self-knowledge. Alright, because you're gonna fight every day to learn how to control someone. And because of that, you start to learn things about yourself, and you start to learn about how to control you. Because if you don't have that control, you're never gonna be able to control other person. This is what makes you change the level in Jiu-Jitsu. And once you understand that really changes the way you think. And that makes you a better person. That's what I truly believe.
Absolutely. How about some advice for someone getting into the sport, white belt, blue belt? Is there anything they can do to reach the next level?
There's a lot of things to do. You know, it's going to be hard, but we're going to try to find some good companies. First of all is try to look for a good gym to train. Look for the lineage of your professor. All right? Because sometimes people misunderstood the concept of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and they think that's the only thing who counts in Jiu-Jitsu, who's gonna make success in Jiu-Jitsu, is how good your professor goes in the competition. All right? It's not. This is bull. All right? I had like the two examples right in front of me. One was like Vinicius Aieta. He maybe compete like twice in his life or 3 times, all right? Never was like a competitor, and Saulo Ribeiro. You know what I mean? Like, and both was like great, and both of these guys, they create a lot of champions. So that just show like you need to know where these guys come from and what jiu-jitsu they're gonna be, you know, given to you. Especially today, you guys buy packages, you guys spend money on jiu-jitsu, you gotta looking for a good quality jiu-jitsu. That's what I'm saying. That's my advice number 1.
Yeah. Is there more, or we'll leave it at that?
You guys are the boss, man. I'm here for you.
All right, we'll go on. How close do you think we are to getting Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the Olympics?
Man, I don't know. You know, I have no idea. But I think he's getting closer than you know, maybe a couple years ago. We can feel we're going to slow steps for that. And I really hope to see that soon. You know, I know like it's gonna be impossible to compete in the Olympic Games, you know, but I still dreaming to, you know, one day to have some of my students competing in the Olympic Games. We'll see.
Maybe 2016 Rio.
Man, let's gonna pray. I believe God. If it's be a plan of God, it's gonna happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Any big plans for 2012 coming up for you?
Yeah, this year I really want to take some time and make seriously, you know, take my career seriously, not like just something I'm doing apart like I did last year. And not that I don't train, but I didn't give the attention that requires to me, you know. and I'm setting up my life for that for this year. You know, still loving my students and teaching them and with all the intensity possible. But I really hopefully this year I can make like a couple fights and, you know, come back to win, you know, and we'll see what I can get.
Absolutely. When you're training for MMA, do you focus more on no gi, or do you still train in the
No, definitely. I still train gi. When I'm training MMA, I just change the way I train jiu-jitsu. But jiu-jitsu, the jiu-jitsu that I have in my mind is the self-defense, is the basic jiu-jitsu, you know. Of course, I train competition jiu-jitsu as well, those new bleeding bowls and crazy stuff. But I always have in my mind to be safe, and because this is already on my blood, you know, that's the DNA of my jiu-jitsu. And it's not that hard for me to train with gi. And I think the gi always sharpen the technique, and when you take the gi off, you become faster and, you know, more accurate technique and things like that. But I still train with.
Yeah, you're just saying your basics and always going back to your roots and all the new crazy moves out there. Some kids can nail that, but then if you ask them to do a basic half guard pass, they might have a little trouble. How important is the basics?
I think like here we type on the basics a lot, but we do work all those new crazy stuff, and I'm always aware, I'm always watching fights and trying to figure out what people are doing. But it's like this, is you want to write a book, all right? So to write a book, first you need to learn how to read the letters and the sound of the letters. Then after, how to put the letters together and make a word, and then a sentence, and maybe a paragraph, to one day you maybe write your book or whatever. That's the same in jiu-jitsu. You first need to learn front roll, hip escape, you know what I mean, like how to open a guard. And once you've done that, or you got at some point, you're going to understand easier all those moves. So we see a lot of the students who are like, oh man, I learned this move, yeah, but you learn the move, but then after you don't know how to deal with that move that you learn. You need to learn the basic just to be able to use the spikes in jiu-jitsu, or to learn the spikes jiu-jitsu and be able to change the plan if you need it.
Absolutely. What are some of your favorite techniques? Your go-to moves? I'm unaware, I don't get to train with you. What are some things that you're known for, always hitting subs in the gym?
I don't know. I think the basic jiu-jitsu is my strong point, but I really like De La Riva guards.
Yeah.
I think De La Riva, I'm a big fan of. I love the Billy Bolos.
Do you?
Oh man, no kidding. I love that game. I think those guys are genius. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big fan of Rafael, Guilherme, and all these guys out there. You know what I mean? Like, I watch these guys, I'm like, wow. When I grow up, I want to be like these guys. You know what I mean? Like, I know those guys training hard. There's a crazy mindset. You know what I mean? They know a lot of the basics. You know, that's why they're successful. You know?
Absolutely. Off camera, we spoke about how your game has evolved doing gymnastica. Can you say it again?
Ginástica natural.
I butchered it, I apologize. So, can you tell people about that if they're unaware?
This is one technique developed by Álvaro Romano. He developed with some movements of fight, you know, a way to you move your body and stretch. I'm like, maybe a good white belt. I need to ask the master, but I always try to keep practicing, and I try to practice my students. Is a very good way to learn how to breathe and how to move, and more knowledge about yourself, about your body, and how to move. I think it's great, and if you never try, you should try, because it's going to change your game for sure.
And any sponsors you'd like to thank?
I like to thank like a GPH Sport Water, you know, Defcon Paintball, and Toronto BJJ, all my students, and for sure my sponsor number one, Jesus Christ. If it wasn't me, and I'm nobody, you know, without God. You know, see George, and everything I have belongs to him, and you guys for the opportunity. It's a big honor and pleasure to have you guys here.
Website, how they can come and train with you?
You guys go to TorontoBJJ.com, come here anytime. You guys want 1 free month. All right, just a second, guys. You guys wait, and I'm going to start the class. You see, if I don't put the hands on this guy, they mess everything. All right?
Okay, we'll let you get to teaching. I'm going to jump in, try your class.
Hurry up, otherwise you pay birth.
Okay, thank you.